Good evening, good evening, good evening, victorious ones. It's your coach, Monica Stokes, y'all. Good evening, good evening. It's crazy because when I got off work today, I said, I'm going to go ahead and make my video and just get it done, right? Because that's part of my purpose. That's what God made me for, right? A mission to come speak to the hearts of the you that's watching this video, right? But I kept getting sidetracked because I had other things I had to do. Not that it was more important, but God has a way, because like my laptop wasn't charged, so I needed to charge that. I go all that to say this to y'all. I had notes in my phone, because I always put notes in my phone for what the Holy Spirit put in my spirit during the day, or whatever he put in my spirit to come speak to y'all about, right? Because he always give me something to talk to y'all about. That's the beauty of being a life coach, living for God, just having downloads from him, from lots of things, just life altogether. So let me stop rambling and get to my point. I was speaking to my best friend, my Leticia. Her name is Leticia. She's also my sister. I consider her my sister. We're not blood sisters, but yeah, we are, because we came from the same blood. God, I said it. So we were just texting back and forth, and God gave me the message to come speak to y'all heart. Because it's on me so heavy, in a good way, to come talk to us about this on today. So God said, instead of taking your past, and he's talking about me too, y'all, because I'm still in this with y'all as a victorious one, okay? He said, instead of taking your past and letting it define you, allow your past to redefine you, is what he spoke to my heart. And what he means by that is, this the being God put it in my spirit to speak to us on today. Instead of letting our past say, oh, you was the person that did this, or you was the person that was on that type of whatever, oh, you was the type of person dating that person, oh, you used to be like this, oh, you used to go there, you used to do this, oh, that happened to you. Instead of having those thoughts to yourself, because if anybody try to even come for you with that, you can know to say this first: get your energy right, because you don't want to come off snappy or whatnot, because when you're first learning to grow and develop, you're still learning to fine tune that, okay? So know that you don't have to entertain that type of conversation. You can either, if they get real heated and feel like they're badgering you about it, you can simply walk away, or you can look them in their face and calmly and kindly say, I don't care to talk about that because I don't live there anymore. And you practice that thing with yourself, because it may become a point when you may have to say that to somebody. I don't live there anymore. I don't care to talk about that. And she gave me that line years ago when I was talking to her, and it stuck with me. So I'm going to pass that on to the you that's watching this video. It's okay to have boundaries. Boundaries are necessary anyways as you grow and develop, and it's a part of your life now. I said it. Boundaries is a part of your life. If you've been that yes person all your life, which that was me, didn't even think about myself. My cup was empty, but I'm pouring. How you pouring from an empty cup? I don't know, but that's what I felt like I was doing. But now, in this season, God is showing you, you don't have to entertain your past. You don't have to talk about it, especially if it's not meant for that time or that person. Okay? Don't feel guilty. Come on. Because you don't live there no more. You're no longer that past person. Because God is growing you. Every day you on this journey of learning, growing, developing, and walking into that new person that God called you to walk in. Do not allow this world, listen to me, to define the you that you walking in right now. Walk in the authority and the boldness that God told you to walk in. Start practicing not walking with your head held down. And it comes over time, y'all. Because I was that one walking like that all the time. But now you can look up more. Come on. Practice that thing. And you can practice it, your posture, meaning like how you withholding yourself. As you walking around your house, be like, let me practice not looking down. So you're going to practice it. And the more you practice it, you're going to find yourself not walking like that no more. And that's going to just help evolve you into the individual God calls you to be. Not the individual Coach Monica calling you to be. Not the individual that anybody else is trying to define you as. As God continues to cultivate your mindset, as God continues to restore your heart. Y'all notice I said God, because God is the one that's going to do that. He sent messengers and kingdom ambassadors and mentors in our lives to help cultivate and help us develop the skills through the knowledge and understanding. But God is ultimately the one, the person that's going to do all the changing. I said it. God is. So know to lean on Him and continue to build your personal relationship with God. And you may be asking me, how do you do that? Pray to God. And you pray to God by simply talking to Him. You talk to God. And you just start practicing doing it. Talking to God. You can write letters to God. It's nothing wrong with that. I started my personal relationship with God with literally praising God. Not saying that's my gift. But it's the gift that I feel like I'm using. I say gift because it may not be the most beautiful voice. But I praise God within spirit and truth. So I don't worry about that. I'm doing it for the purposes of thanking God for the things He have done for me. I said it. And it also helps clear out my energy. Like when I'm vulnerable with God, it helps me be, sorry y'all, the ring light fell off the thing. It helps me be vulnerable with God, which He need us to be that, y'all. So don't let that stop you feeling like you have to have a special ritual on how you talk to Him. Let it be in an environment anywhere. You could talk to Him while you at work. I said it. You and God. God and you. Do not let or allow your past to define you. Don't let it. Don't let it. By not allowing it to define you, you can redefine as God is going to redefine you. Because as God make you into the new individual whom He has called you to be, you notice I keep saying you, because God has called all of us for a special purpose, a special gift at a certain timing. That's why we was born when we was born. That's why we was born into the families we were born in. Where we located now, God has a purpose for all of that. We just have to get aligned with Him in order to get a better visual or a better vision for what that alignment is. Okay? So you continue to watch the videos. You continue to do the growth root work that God is asking you to do. And I said this yesterday in my video, and I'm going to say it again. We have to get out of the habit of looking at the reels of everybody else's life. That's the new thing, looking at reels. I'm talking about of like not stuff that's growing you. Y'all get what I'm saying. If it's not pertaining to your growth. You're like, I just got to go see what they doing. And you ain't even took inventory or time to look over your personal checklist, your goal list, things that you need to work on within yourself. And that's just an accountability thing that I'm saying to y'all. That's even me. I have to unplug from certain social medias because I be finding myself spending more time scrolling, checking, liking, posting. And God, like, when was the last time you took inventory and looked over your personal goals and liked what you was doing? This is what true growth work is, y'all. It's actually taking time out and being accountable and intentional. And when you start doing it, y'all, you're going to start seeing change in your life. That's what the victorious one is. God gave me the mission to come speak to your heart, not only to encourage you, but to give you the tools that work, y'all, okay? Today's assignment for me to speak to your heart is get redefined with God. God is going to redefine you from your hurt, your past, your brokenness. You're not going to look like what you've been through. I'm talking about physically. You're not going to look like what you've been through. And then people, whenever you tell them your testimony, it's going to give you looks like, you went through, huh? Yeah, you're going to be like, glory be to God, though. Because I didn't do that in my own strength. It's what you're going to be able to, first thing you're going to be able to say, because you're going to know it wasn't you that did it. You're going to know it was the glory be to God that did it for you. And that's the beauty of it, because that's the constant reminder that gives us, come on, the reminder that it ain't me, but it's God that has helped us to move upon what God has told us to do, to be renewed, restored, to be that person whom God has always told you that you can be. So you don't have to look at the images or the reels of somebody else's life, but you can really be living the real of your life. Let that thing make sense in your mind. Instead of looking at images of everybody else or whomever reels, it's time for you to get real with your life and start walking to your dreams and making them a reality. And it happens when you become laser focused on your personal goals. Your goals may not even be like the real of that person you looking at. It may be similar, but it may not be. So get to know you, so you will know what you like to do. So you can uncover and unbury the gifts, callings, and gifts that God has for you, purposes that God has for you. The gifts, callings, and purposes that God has for you. It's when I got laser focused, y'all, and I became intentional, and that's something I have to do daily, y'all. I have to check my inventory too to see what I need to be more intentional about spending time. And when I find myself, listen to me now, really doing what God has called me to do. That means, this is what it looked like for me. Just give you an example to help you out. That means when I wake up in the morning, the first thing when I grab my phone, I'm able to actually get on that Bible app and do the devotional. Not getting on my phone and scrolling. When I get up, I've been doing that and it's been helping me. Also, when I get up, I make sure I find what God lead me to watch as I'm getting ready for my day. Whether that be an inspirational or a sermon, or whether that be a praise song that I need to get in my energy. And sometimes it just be quiet. God be like, I just need you to talk to me. When I've been intentional about focusing my energy on a relationship with God, I be seeing growth. I be seeing my prayers being answered. And God be like, the reason why, and it's for you too, why I need your attention, why he need our attention on whatever it is he asking us to cultivate. And that's always our mind and our heart. Because there's always a bigger purpose behind what we doing. And I'm going to give y'all a backstory before I go about what happened, something that happened to me today, okay? So I'm at work today at my new job, glory be to God, y'all. And we do devotionals there, right? Make a long story short, the man that does the devotional is on vacation. So, and they don't know what I do behind the scenes. I haven't really disclosed that. I'm just me. So, one of the young ladies, and I was about to volunteer too, but I didn't say nothing right then, right? So some minutes passed by and she looks at me and she was like, do you think you could do it? God put it in my spirit right there. See, I prepared you for this season because things are like this may come about where you may be the one that's asked to speak or pray or do the devotional. So I had a devotional handy that God had me read yesterday that I was able to use and give an example to whom I was speaking to, like the room of the individuals I was speaking to. That's the same for you. It's going to be glory be to God because he's preparing you even now for the next season of your life. And God was doing that for me even before like this season, because like I told y'all 4 years ago, when I was in my dark, broken, needing healing season, my disgusted, broke down mindset, didn't love myself mindset, God led me to the mentors that I needed to be under. Mentors that was speaking the things I needed to hear. But I took the action steps, y'all. Meaning, as God was leading me, telling me what relationships to break off, what places I need to stop going to, what toxic behaviors I need to stop doing, I was willing to get in the process. So, what God is saying for you, for what I have and what I'm continuing to learn and develop as well, y'all, you can have your dreams and your real life and not just looking at the reels of anybody and whomever else's life. Meaning your dreams can become a reality. The past you is gone. You're no longer that person. We have new days, new grace, new mercy. So do not let your past define you. Allow God to cultivate your mindset daily, your heart, and restore it so that He can lead you. I said, God lead you for the purposes of your past, because He gonna use it for the glory of God. This is the other part I need to say to y'all today. Stigma. We can't allow, listen to me now, our past to be the stigma that make you stay stuck. Because that was me. Oh, I'm that single mom. This is a story I was telling myself. I'm that single mama that had to move to a town she knew nothing about with no physical blood family. And I'm just going to be hurt. And I'm going to continue to get myself in these toxic relationships raising 4 young men. Boys, I call them men. Y'all call they teenagers now. That's the story I was telling myself. And what was happening as I was telling myself that story? I stayed in that narrative until I decided to get up, dust myself off, and start living how God needed me to. I didn't wait on nobody green light. I waited on the green light because God was already waiting on me. I stopped waiting on the green light, being stuck. I'm going to say it like this. I stopped waiting on that red light to turn it green, because God got the green light on for you right now, right? Y'all listen to me now. Holy Spirit just gave me this. So think about if you're sitting at the traffic stop light, traffic light, and it's green already, but you looking at it as if it's red. And God, like, I didn't gave you the green light. Come on. Your destination is in front of you. He not detouring you to go backwards. God needs you to move forward in your life because He is going to redefine your name. God is, not your past. With that being said, God said in that video, so y'all received the word that God has spoken to my heart to speak to your heart today, okay? Y'all please subscribe to the video. If you're looking for a personal one-on-one session, please do. I am a life coach. I have my link down in the bio to this video where you can schedule a one-on-one session with me. Just go to my website and you'll get more information. If you need any additional information, don't hesitate to email me. So God is giving you the tools and the access to the people that's available to you. It just takes you to dust yourself off so that He can redefine you, because you're no longer your past. So now He has given you the green light. Y'all be encouraged. It's been your coach, Monica Stokes.